Men and women often see the world through different lenses. This isn't about saying one perspective is superior. It's about recognizing that these differences, shaped by biology and societal expectations, influence everything. This includes how we approach problems, envision solutions, and ultimately, how we shape the world around us. For centuries, innovation has been primarily driven by men. This isn't because women lack the capacity for innovative thought. Rather, they've been systemically excluded from the spaces where innovation flourishes. This disparity has had a profound impact on the trajectory of human progress. It has limited our collective potential and resulted in a world that often fails to meet the needs of half its population. Imagine a world where innovation wasn't so heavily skewed. What if the ingenuity and creativity of women were fully unleashed on the world's most pressing challenges? Could we have solved problems faster, created more inclusive solutions, and advanced at twice the pace? This essay will explore these questions and argue that the historical exclusion of women from innovation has come at a significant cost to humanity. History is replete with examples of male-dominated innovation. From the printing press to the internet, men have largely shaped the technological landscape we inhabit. Women have been historically relegated to domestic roles, denied equal access to education, and excluded from positions of power. When innovation is driven primarily by a single gender, it risks overlooking the needs, perspectives, and experiences of the other. It's like trying to row a boat with only one oar. We might move forward, but not as quickly or efficiently as we could, with both oars working in tandem. Consider the fields of artificial intelligence and robotics. These technologies hold immense potential to reshape our world. However, the workforce lacks gender diversity. This has serious implications for the future. Imagine if women had been involved from the beginning. Their perspectives could lead to more equitable and ethical AI systems. For instance, AI in hiring could mitigate gender bias. Robots for caregiving could have deeper emotional intelligence. The potential for women in these fields is vast. Embracing women in STEM unlocks inclusive innovation. The future of technology depends on diverse voices. Throughout history, the narrative of innovation has been dominated by men. We celebrate the Einsteins, the Edisons, the Jobs, visionaries who changed the course of human progress. Yet, this narrative often overlooks the contributions of women, not because they were absent, but because they were systematically excluded from the very spaces where innovation thrived. Imagine laboratories, workshops, and universities, hubs of intellectual ferment, where groundbreaking discoveries were made. Now, picture these spaces largely devoid of women. This wasn't a coincidence. It was a deliberate consequence of societal structures that relegated women to the domestic sphere, denying them access to education, resources, and opportunities that were readily available to their male counterparts. The absence of women from these spaces wasn't just a matter of representation. It fundamentally shaped the direction of innovation itself. When only one half of humanity is empowered to invent, discover, and create, The resulting innovations inevitably reflect a limited perspective. This skewed perspective has had far-reaching consequences, shaping a world that often fails to address the needs and aspirations of half its population. Section 2. Domesticity's grip. Innovation stifled within the home. While men revolutionized communication, transportation, and medicine, women were confined to the domestic sphere. Expected to be wives, mothers, and homemakers, their potential was constrained. Yet, even within the home, women innovated. Their contributions were essential to society. Section 3. A world half built. The price of neglecting women's contributions. The exclusion of women from innovation has come at a steep price. It's like building a house with only half the materials, inherently weaker and less stable. This world is shaped by gender inequality, undervaluing women's contributions. The consequences are everywhere. In medicine, the gender data gap leads to misdiagnoses. In technology, products often fail to consider women's needs. Missed opportunities arise when we neglect women's perspectives. This isn't just fairness, it's collective progress. When women thrive, humanity thrives. Section 4. Seeds of change. Early glimmers of women's innovative spirit. Despite the systemic barriers they faced, women throughout history have consistently defied expectations, pushing the boundaries of what was considered possible and leaving their mark on the world. These pioneers, often unrecognized in their time, serve as powerful reminders of the indomitable spirit of female innovation. Consider Ada Lovelace, considered by many to be the world's first computer programmer. In the 19th century, a time when women were discouraged from pursuing mathematics and science, Lovelace recognized the potential of Charles Babbage's analytical engine, a mechanical general-purpose computer. Her writings on the subject demonstrated a visionary understanding of computing, outlining concepts that would later form the basis for modern programming. Lovelace was not alone. From Rosalind Franklin's pivotal role in discovering the structure of DNA to Grace Hopper's groundbreaking work in computer programming, women have been making significant contributions to science and technology for centuries. These trailblazers, often working against tremendous odds, serve as beacons of hope and inspiration, reminding us that women's capacity for innovation knows no bounds. Their stories, though often overshadowed, offer a glimpse into a future where the full potential of women's contributions is finally recognized and celebrated. The comfort trap, a gilded cage for women's potential. Society often equates women's well-being with comfort, creating a gilded cage. This limits their horizons and sacrifices aspirations for security. Comfort, while not inherently wrong, overshadows growth and fulfillment. Girls are encouraged to be nice and avoid risks. This stifles ambition and limits experiences fostering resilience. The comfort trap, disguised as care, prevents growth. Misplaced priorities when comfort trumps contribution. The emphasis on women's comfort often goes hand in hand with an undervaluing of their contributions outside the domestic sphere. Society has traditionally placed a higher premium on men's work, particularly in fields like science, technology, and business, while relegating women's efforts to the realm of the unpaid and often invisible labor of caregiving and homemaking. This disparity in recognition and reward sends a clear message. Men's contributions are essential to the functioning of society, while women's are optional extras. Imagine a world where a woman's worth is measured not solely by the comfort she creates for others, but by the impact of her ideas, her innovations, and her leadership. What if we celebrated female entrepreneurs with the same enthusiasm as their male counterparts? What if we valued the contributions of women in STEM fields as much as those in traditionally female-dominated professions? When we prioritize comfort over contribution, we not only limit women's potential, but also deprive society of their talents and perspectives. We create a world where half the population is discouraged from fully engaging in solving the world's most pressing problems, perpetuating a cycle of inequality that harms us all. The myth of female fragility, underestimating women's resilience. The notion that women need to be protected and sheltered from discomfort is rooted in a long-standing myth of female fragility. This myth, perpetuated by cultural norms and stereotypes, ignores the countless examples of women throughout history who have demonstrated extraordinary strength, resilience, and determination in the face of adversity. From the women who fought for suffrage and equality, to those who broke barriers in male-dominated fields, history is replete with stories of women who refused to be defined by societal expectations. They challenged the status quo, embraced discomfort, and paved the way for future generations to dream bigger and achieve more. To suggest that women are incapable of handling challenges, or that their comfort should be prioritized above all else, is not only patronizing, but also factually inaccurate. Women are not inherently more fragile than men. They are simply socialized differently. They are raised in a world that often discourages them from taking risks, voicing their opinions, and pursuing their ambitions with the same fervor as their male counterparts. Section 4. Breaking Free. Redefining comfort on women's own terms. It's time to redefine what comfort means for women. True comfort lies not in being shielded from the world's complexities, but in having the freedom and agency to navigate them on our own terms. It's about creating a world where women have equal opportunities to pursue their passions, take risks, and define success on their own terms, without being penalized for it. This requires a fundamental shift in societal attitudes and expectations. We need to move beyond outdated gender stereotypes that limit women's potential and embrace a more inclusive vision of success, one that values diverse perspectives, contributions, and leadership styles. This isn't about making women uncomfortable for the sake of it. It's about creating a world where they are empowered to define their own comfort zones, push their own boundaries, and contribute their unique talents to shaping a better future for all. When women are free to thrive, unburdened by limiting expectations and artificial barriers, their potential is limitless. Their contributions, fueled by passion, innovation, and a desire to make a difference, will be the driving force behind a more equitable, just, and abundant world for generations to come. Imagine a parallel universe where women led the AI revolution. Women were active participants from the start, shaping algorithms, designing interfaces, and guiding ethics. AI would be a diverse field, enriched by women's voices, leading to fairer, more equitable systems. Section 2. A more human touch. How women could have shaped AI's development. AI often lacks empathy, a reflection of its development by a less emotionally attuned demographic. Imagine women, socialized to be empathetic, leading AI's development. AI would understand human emotions, responding with sensitivity and compassion. This empathetic AI could revolutionize healthcare, education, and customer service. AI-powered therapists, personalized educational software, and empathetic chatbots could transform our experiences. A human-centered approach to AI, driven by women, could enhance our well-being. Technology would serve to support us, not just automate tasks. This vision shows the potential of women's perspectives in AI. Beyond automation. The untapped potential of women in robotics. Robotics can revolutionize many aspects of life, from healthcare to exploration. Often, robots are designed with a narrow, task-oriented perspective. Imagine women leading robotics, creating robots as companions and caregivers. Robots could assist the elderly with dignity, engage children creatively, and provide emotional support. Women's unique understanding of human behavior could transform robotics. This vision highlights the vast potential of women's contributions. The future of robotics could be more nuanced and beneficial with women at the helm. A future written together. Embracing diversity in tech for a better tomorrow. Embracing diversity, equity, and inclusion is crucial for technological progress. The future depends on harnessing the potential of all genders, races, and backgrounds. More women are entering STEM fields, challenging stereotypes. We must support and mentor women in their careers. Encouraging girls in science and technology from a young age is essential. The future of technology is a blank canvas for our collective imagination. Embracing diversity ensures a more just, equitable, and fulfilling future. This vision celebrates the full spectrum of human ingenuity and compassion. Comfort as control, a hidden mechanism limiting progress. The pursuit of comfort can subtly control and limit women's ambitions. Society encourages women to prioritize comfort over risk-taking. This guidance steers women towards safe, acceptable paths. Traditional expectations of women as nurturing and agreeable reinforce this dynamic. Comfort becomes a tool for maintaining control and limiting disruption. Women face criticism for prioritizing careers or speaking out. These pressures create a disincentive to step outside comfort zones. Overcoming this requires challenging societal norms and expectations. Empowering women to embrace discomfort is crucial for progress. The price of complacency. How the pursuit of comfort stifles innovation. Comfort as a primary objective stifles innovation. Progress requires embracing discomfort and challenging assumptions. Women have historically maintained stability, leading to complacency. This conservatism limits creativity and new ideas. Prioritizing stability over progress creates resistance to change. Society becomes trapped in mediocrity, content with the status quo. Innovation demands risk-taking and a tolerance for failure. Women must be encouraged to disrupt the equilibrium for growth. Embracing discomfort is essential for societal advancement. This vision calls for a shift in values towards progress and innovation. Beyond the golden handcuffs, reframing success for women and society. Traditional success traps women in a gilded cage. Redefining success means forging our own paths and making meaningful impacts. Embracing discomfort and viewing failure as growth opportunities is key. A fundamental reevaluation of values is needed. Success should prioritize purpose, creativity, and contribution. Redefining success unlocks possibilities for future generations. This vision empowers women to achieve their full potential. Disrupting the status quo. Women as agents of transformative change. Societal advancements arise from challenging the status quo. Women are uniquely positioned to drive transformative change. They bring fresh perspectives and innovative solutions. Women can challenge outdated assumptions and push for progress. Historical experiences foster unique skills essential for change. Embracing women as disruptors creates a more just and equitable future. The world needs women to lead with courage and conviction. This vision calls for women to be changemakers for a better tomorrow. Partners in progress. Redefining roles for shared innovation. Innovation has disproportionately burdened men, sidelining women. Reimagining partnership empowers both genders to contribute. Couples should collaborate and support each other's creative endeavors. Men can embrace caregiving roles, creating space for women's passions. Women can bring unique perspectives to global challenges. Dismantling outdated gender norms is essential. Progress is not a zero-sum game. Both partners can succeed. A virtuous cycle of support and empowerment benefits all. This vision redefines partnership for shared progress. The future of innovation requires mutual respect and collaboration. Beyond the household. Expanding the sphere of women's influence. Women's contributions extend far beyond the domestic sphere. Their voices have been marginalized in the public arena. Breaking down barriers allows women's ideas and leadership to flourish. Women should be equal partners in shaping businesses and institutions. Their perspectives should shape policies and drive progress. Celebrating women's contributions in STEM is crucial. Leadership should value empathy, collaboration, and consensus building. This vision embraces women's influence for a better society. Nurturing a better world. Women's unique role in shaping humanity. Women have historically nurtured families, communities, and the world. Their capacity for nurturing should be recognized globally. Women can lead in tackling climate change and social justice. Their empathy and compassion drive policies that uplift the vulnerable. Women can be architects of peace and equity. This vision reflects women's strengths in creating a better world. Empowering women to lead nurtures humanity's potential. A future valuing nurturing and compassion is essential for progress. The journey towards a more just, equitable, and prosperous world is a shared endeavor. Empowering both men and women unlocks humanity's full potential. Progress should be a collaborative effort, not a competition. A future where both genders thrive requires mutual respect and support. Breaking down barriers creates opportunities for all. Redefining partnership fosters shared purpose and progress. This vision celebrates the unique contributions of both men and women. As we stand at the precipice of a new technological age, the stakes have never been higher. The rapid advancements in AI, robotics, and biotechnology hold immense promise, but also present unprecedented risks and ethical dilemmas. The question is not whether technology will reshape our world, but who will shape that change. For too long, men have dominated this space, but the future need not mirror the past. We have an opportunity to rewrite the narrative of technological progress. Women, with their unique perspectives, have a vital role to play as leaders and innovators. Imagine a world where technology is equitable and empathetic. Robots designed to enhance well-being, providing care with empathy. A technological landscape driven by what is right. This is the promise of a future where women lead in technology. The world often associates innovation with disruptive technologies and groundbreaking inventions. But true innovation lies in nurturing a better world for all. Women have been the keepers of empathy, compassion, and understanding. Imagine leaders approaching challenges with a deep understanding of human impact. This is the promise of a world where women lead with empathy and innovation. The challenges of the 21st century require diverse perspectives and collaboration. Embracing diversity and collaboration is key to a brighter future. Let's harmonize the strengths of men and women for progress. Together, we can create a more harmonious and prosperous future.